Sexual morality. How does morality connected to sexuality? Morality and sexuality are connected in various ways, often influenced by cultural, religious, and ethical beliefs. Ultimately, the connection between morality and sexuality is complex and can vary significantly across different cultures and belief systems. Sexual morality. Ethics that concern issues from all aspects of human sexuality, including human sexual behavior. What kind of sexual behavior is permissible? First is only in marriage. Second is between informed, consented adults. And lastly, by adults who are bound by love or commitment. Moral perspective. Conventional view. Sex is permissible between legally married men and women. Moral norms. Acts that are impermissible. Adultery. Premarital and extramarital sex. Fornication. And lastly, homosexuality. Liberal view. Sex is permissible under basic standards that are moral. No one is cheated or harmed. The moral norms of liberal view is the same as the conventional view. Contraception. Contraception is the deliberate use of a medicine device or a technique to prevent pregnancy that suits your plans. Here are the types of contraception. The contraception of a barrier method is a condom and cap. The hormonal methods are pill, patch, injection, and implant. And the last one is natural methods. In natural method there are rhythm method and withdrawal. You can take a look at the image as the example of a contraception methods. Contraception or birth control is used for a variety of reasons. When pregnancy might harm the mental or physical condition of mother. To limit the number of children, people have to ensure they don't damage living standards or affect other children. To prevent pregnancy in people who do not want a child at this stage in their lives. The Roman Catholic Church says that the use of contraception is against natural law because it violates the purpose and meaning of human sexuality, which is to express love and to participate in God's creative plan. According to the Church, natural law is the moral law that God has inscribed in the human heart, and that can be known by human reasons. Natural law reflects God's eternal law, which governs the whole universe and directs all things to their proper end. The Church teaches that sexual intercourse should only occur within marriage, and that couples are to be open to the gift of children, artificial contraception, which prevents the conception of a child, is not in accordance with the teachings of the Catholic Church. Condoms, diaphragms, cervical cap, douches, suppositories, spermicides, and other methods that block or destroy sperm are defined as artificial, since they interfere with the natural journey of sperm during intercourse. The only method of birth control that the Church approves of is natural family planning, which involves abstaining from sex during the fertile period of a woman's monthly cycle. The Church considers this method to be natural, since it respects the biological rhythms of the human body and does not alter or manipulate the reproductive system. Roman Catholics believe that sex was designed by God for a purpose. Using contraception may make people more promiscuous, preferring sex to love, seeing others as sex objects and not for who they are.
Hey everyone, this is Junel De Locanias and my topic is all about the natural family planning. What do you think when you hear the term natural family planning? So, natural family planning or NFP is a generalized term that refers to methods of self-monitoring women's natural biological signs of fertility. The purpose of natural family planning is to identify the days of fertility and infertility during a woman's menstrual cycle. Knowing this information enables a couple to either achieve or avoid a pregnancy. Natural family planning has also been referred to as a periodic abstinence. Natural family planning also means learning how to live with your fertility as individuals and as a couple. It requires that a couple abstain from intercourse and genital contact during the fertile time of woman's menstrual cycle if they intend to avoid pregnancy. Couples then return to courting behavior during the fertile time and show affection for each other in non-genital ways. So taking long walks, special dinners, praying together, or conversation by the fire. It also means avoiding any artificial or contraceptive means to interfere with fertility. Natural family planning allows couple to be open to life in the marital act. So there are 4 basic methods of national family planning. So the oldest of the methods is called the calendar method, or sometimes calendar rhythm or just rhythm. This method is based on knowing the length of the past 6 to 12 menstrual cycles and using a simple mathematical formula to determine the beginning and the end of fertility. And second is the BBT, or the basal body temperature method, or more commonly called BBT, is based on tracking the daily walking temperatures of woman throughout the cycle. After a woman ovulates, her body temperature heats up 4 to 8 tenths of a degree. This is called the temperature shift and is a biological marker for ovulation. So BVT is often combined with the calendar method and other natural biological indicators. Then cervical mucus is produced as a response to a female hormone called estrogen. The changing pattern of the cervical mucus indicates the beginning, peak, and the end of the fertile time of a woman's cycle. Cervical mucus only methods are often called ovulation methods. The next is the multiple index methods of national family planning. Combine a number of natural biological indicators that the fertile and infertile days of woman's cycle. So when BVT is combined with cervical mucus changes and other biological indicators, the method is frequently called the symptothermal method, or STM for short. So benefits of using natural family planning. So couples who use and practice national family planning commonly report many benefits, which include understanding their fertility and that of their spouse with no fear of medical side effects. Couples reports national family planning increases communication and intimacy and increases self-mastery in the sexual sphere. Couples using national family planning are more generous and sharing and have the comfort that national family planning fits with their spiritual, religious, cultural, or ethical beliefs. So, effectiveness of natural family planning. When couples have accurate charting, accurate observation, and consistent use, mutual and loving motivation, natural family planning can be very effective in psychological dynamics achieving and avoiding pregnancy. The Catholic Church supports natural family planning methods because they align with the Church teachings on the sanctity of life, the dignity of the human person, and the importance of responsible parenthood. Natural family planning methods are seen as consistent with these principles because they do not involve the use of artificial contraception or devices, and they respect the natural rhythms of a human fertility. So the Church teaches that married couples should be open to the gift of life and should exercise responsible parenthood in a way that respects the natural order of human fertility. Natural family planning methods, which involve tracking a human fertility cycle and making decisions about when they engage in sexual intercourse based on that information, are seen as a way for couples to responsibly plan their families while respecting the natural process of the body. Fertility is a holy time. An awesome benefit of living with one's fertility through natural family planning is that couples who monitor their cycles know when they are fertile. They realize how awesome it is that during this time, and because of the love that they share with one another, they can create new human life. They also realize the possibility that they can be co-creators with God and can create new images of God. Thus, they come to realize that their fertile time is truly a holy time. Challenges of living with your fertility. There are challenges to living with your fertility. Couples who choose to use natural family planning have decided that fertility is an important part of their lives and that they wish to learn to live with rather than block, suppress, or destroy it. Learning how to integrate one's fertility into a loving relationship can be a challenge at times. However, in a Christian marriage, God provides the graces for couple to get through any difficulty. Conjugal love or conjugal love refers to the deep emotional and physical bond between spouses or partners in marriage committed relationships. So couples who practice national family planning will grow in personal dignity and as a result deepen their conjugal love. For the last slide, natural family planning. So, as I mentioned in the beginning of this presentation, national family planning is more than a method of family planning. Dr. Jen and Evelyn Billings, the developers of the Billings ovulation method of national family planning, have long recognized and observed that national family planning strengthens conjugal love and helps to establish families in peace and security. That's all. Thank you.